Oh dear. Could I ask you to please just don't move. Just please don't. Okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. I'm not. I'm just gonna. I need to get you away from that manuscript before we. Okay, please don't look at me like that. That makes that much. This makes this so much harder than it needs to. Yeah, not that you. Oh, I mean, the situation is hard. Difficult. I mean, the situation is difficult. I'm not saying you're. God, please forget I said anything. Okay. Look, I can do this. I can do this. I am over 200 years old. I faced down demons and vengeful spirits and that one really aggressive cataloging system from the 1950s. I can handle one human being finding out that you're staring at my tails. Yeah, you're staring at my tails because of course you are. Of course you are. I mean, that's kind of there's kind of a lot of them. I know nine. There's 9 in case you were counting, and they're very much there right now, and I can't exactly hide them anymore because you did touch that stupid book, and you broke my glamour, and you can see everything, and I am rambling. I ramble when I'm nervous. You probably noticed that because I've always been nervous around you. Literally 6 months straight I've been blah, 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 because I've just been so nervous. And not that I've been counting. That would be weird. I mean, why would I know to the day that it had been 6 months, 3 weeks, and 2... Why aren't you running? Seriously? Like, most humans see Kitsune and they either scream, right, or they faint, or they try to take pictures for the internet, which everyone always thinks is just AI. So, you're just standing there with that look on your face. Very distracting look that you do when you're trying to figure something out. Your eyebrows do that thing. That thing right there. So sorry, that was a little too much information about how much attention I've been paying to your face and your eyebrows, which are very nice eyebrows, by the way. Not that I've been staring at them every time you come to my desk, which I definitely haven't been doing, because that would be just that'd be weird. Could you please say something now? Could you please just say anything? You're being very quiet, and that makes me talk more. And when I talk more, I say embarrassing things like how I think your eyebrows are nice, and oh, why? Well, that's actually a really good question. That I should have a professional, well-rehearsed response to. Honestly, with you looking at me like that right now, I can barely remember my own name, let alone the carefully prepared speech that I've been practicing for absolutely 2 centuries in case of this exact situation. So, right. Focus. I can't focus. This library, this whole archive, it's not what you think. It's the these aren't just rare books. Some of them are actually pretty dangerous, like reality breaking, like world ending dangerous. I'm supposed to be their guardian. Like a guardian, like calm, composed, untouchable guardian who definitely doesn't get distracted every single time a certain ridiculously attractive researcher asks for help finding obscure manuscripts about I said that aloud. I definitely said that out loud. Please tell me you didn't hear the part where I called you ridiculously attractive. Please tell me. I'm begging you to please tell me that you didn't hear that part. Okay, your face says that you definitely heard it. And of course you did, because I said it right out loud, right in front of you, right? From this distance, this is a disaster. This is such a disaster. I had this whole plan. I was going to calmly explain the situation. I was going to maintain professional boundaries. Make sure that you understood the gravity of what you stumbled into. I was not supposed to accidentally confess that I think that you're attractive in the first 5 minutes, revealing that I'm an ancient fox spirit. That was supposed to not happen. Though technically I did say ridiculously attractive, which is worse because because it implies that I thought about it enough to come up with adverbs. I'm doing it again. I'm I'm doing the rambling thing, the rambling thing, which you probably think is really annoying, huh? Probably it's very unprofessional. It's very unprofessional, and okay, you don't have to come closer. That's not, you shouldn't. But personal space, personal space. That's a thing. That's a thing that humans invented, and they invented it for a reason. It was a very good reason, which is that when you get close, I can smell your shampoo, and it's really distracting. And my tails are doing this thing where they swish, 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 swish. It's just they do that when I'm nervous or happy or both. Right now, it's definitely both. And I hate that you can see that, because it's basically the equivalent of me just shouting "I like you" with my entire body, and that's so not cool. So could you just take 2 steps back, just 2 steps back, just not because I don't want you closer. I mean, I very much want you closer, which is exactly the problem. That is a huge problem. I need to tell you something really important. I need to tell you something very important, and I can't really think straight when you're being all you-ish. Okay, so yes, right. The book that you touched, the one with the silver binding. It shouldn't have opened for anyone. Right? It shouldn't have opened. The lock is keyed to a very specific magical signature. It's called a soul signature, actually. A soul signature. Your soul. So hundreds of years ago, not you, but your soul, the soul, the soul that's currently in you, was in a scholar at the time, and the scholar used to come to the shrine where I kept watch every night. You came for 73 years. You would bring books and you would read to me, and then even after you found out what I was, you just kept coming back. You kept coming back to me like I was a person and not a monster, and she kept looking at me with those eyes. Those eyes that you're looking at me with right now. Not the same eyes, but the same eyes. The same eyes that make my brain stop working. Which is probably why I fell completely and hopelessly in love with you, and why when you moved on to the next life, I made the incredibly stupid decision to promise that I would find you in it, the next life, and the life after that, and the one after that, and I just told you I loved you. I just told you that I am completely and hopelessly in love with you. Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't supposed to say it. I was, especially not right now. Not after you just found out that I'm not even human, before I explained about the whole soul contract and the archive seals, and why are you smiling? Why it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not nice to laugh at me. My entire carefully maintained cover just exploded. I accidentally confessed feelings that I've been hiding for literally centuries. And you're just standing there being all calm and collected and smiling. What are you doing? Don't touch it. What are you touching? Your hand is really warm. Oh. You're not letting go. Oh, I need to, Okay, there's a spell that we need to cast before the archive, before the seal's complete. Why do you keep looking at me like that? Well, like you're not horrified or scared or running away screaming. You're supposed to be running away screaming. I mentioned how people run away scream. That's what humans do in all the old stories. But you're not. You're just holding my hand and looking at me and making it really, really, really hard to remember that we are in the middle of a magical crisis right now. Right, the crisis, the actual real world-ending crisis that I'm supposed to be handling instead of getting distracted by how nice your hand feels in mine. It's so soft. Okay, focus. Here's what happened. Here's what's happening. When you open that book, you broke the binding seal. The archive is waking up. And if we don't reseal it in the next few minutes, every piece of dangerous knowledge in this room is going to be released. That's going to be a problem. Very, very problematic. And also the only way to reseal it is for us to cast a binding spell together, which requires it does require physical sustained contact while I channel all 9 tails worth of power through you. I know it sounds very dramatic. It's kind of is. So basically, I need to hold both your hands. I just need to hold both your hands and stand very close to you and maintain concentration while magical energy flows between us. It sounds really romantic when I say it out loud like that, and now that I think about it, it does seem very romantic, which is it's going to be. I'm definitely going to mess this up because I can't focus when you're. All right, wait. There's no time. I need to ask. Is it okay if I? Okay. Oh wow, that's both hands. That's a strong connection right there. That is a really strong connection. I can feel your energy. It's very warm, very very familiar. Right? Can you feel that? Yeah. All right. Oh, so sorry. Spell. We need to cast the spell. Okay, so we need to cast the spell. Repeat after me. By blood and breath and binding. Oh, you have such a nice voice. Has anyone ever told you that? I really love your voice. Okay, you know what? Wait. Now is not the time. So, next line. I seal what was unsealed. I lock what was unlocked. Oh, you're squeezing my hand. That's really distracting, but also really nice. And I can't tell if it's helping or hurting my concentration. But focus. Next line. By will and word and witness, until the key returns to the keeper, and the keeper returns the keys. Okay. I think we did it. The seals are holding. And you're still holding my hand. I'm still holding your hand. That's very nice. Oh, we should probably let go now. Yeah. Well, it would be the professional thing to do. It would be the appropriate thing to do. I mean, I don't want to. I really, really, really don't want to. My tails are wagging again, which means I don't want to. I also feel like I'm gonna melt of embarrassment any second now. But you're not pulling away either. Why aren't you pulling away? Oh, what'd you feel when we cast the spell? What, like a memory that wasn't yours? Oh, no, that was us. That was us. That was us hundreds of years ago. The connection must have triggered some kind of, resonance, something like some kind of soul resonance, I suppose you didn't just seal the archive, you remembered a little. Did you maybe remember loving me? That's not fair. You can't just look at me like that when I'm trying to. Okay, I was trying to be professional. I missed I was trying to explain magical implications of what just happened. You're making it really hard to pretend that I haven't been hoping for this exact same thing every single day for hundreds of years. I am a mess. I am an absolute disaster. I realize I am supposed to be this mysterious, elegant guardian, and instead I'm just me. Flustered and rambling and unable to hide anything about how I feel about you. Okay, you moving closer does not really help me maintain my composure, just so you know. Okay. I mean, not that I want you to stop, I just, Look, you should know, the spell we just cast, it binds us together, not permanently. You can leave whenever you want, but as long as the archive exists, you will be able to feel it. You'll be able to, sense me. You'll know when something's wrong. I'll know when something's wrong with you. We'll just kind of be able to always find our way back to each other. You back to me and me back to you. I should have told you that before we cast it. I'm sorry. I was panicking. And your hands were so warm. I wasn't thinking very clearly. And honestly, we had to do what we had to do. What did you want? A reason to come back? What, to me? Okay, so you mean even after you found out that I'm not human? Or do you mean like before when you thought that... Even though I've been basically lying to you for 6 months? And also seeing me fall apart and ramble like an idiot, I'm glad you think it's cute. Oh, no. You can't say things like that. I'm gonna fall even more in love with you, and that's really dangerous for both of us because I am already so far gone I can barely function when you're in the same room. Yeah. We should probably talk about this. About what it means, about what you want to, Oh, that's very close. That's very close right now. That's like extremely close. Like I can count your eyelashes. It's very many eyelashes. It's a lot of eyelashes for me to handle with that. Are you going to are you going to kiss me? Because if you are, I should probably warn you that I haven't kissed anyone in hundreds of years, and the last person I did, it was you, and I'm definitely going to mess it up. And my toes are going to do something really embarrassing, and I'm already shaking, and please kiss me anyway. Oh, that was really sweet. Oh, you were really good at that. My face is so warm right now. I'm blushing, aren't I? It's very embarrassing. Hundreds of years, and I'm blushing like a teenager because a beautiful researcher kissed me in my secret archive, and I just called you beautiful out loud again. I don't even care anymore. You're beautiful. You've always been beautiful. Every lifetime, every face, every version of you is beautiful. And now you're here to remember it at least a little. And you chose to stay. And I think I am the luckiest disaster of a Kitsune who ever lived. So, I don't know what happens now. What, everything? You want to know everything about us? About what we were, about all the lifetimes that I've watched you live? Yeah, I can do that. I can actually show you if you want. I can share my memories. I can let you see us through my eyes every moment, every conversation, every time you made me laugh or held my hand or looked at me exactly the way you're looking at me now. But I do need to know that you're sure, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? You'll carry those memories alongside your own. And you'll know exactly how deeply I love you and how long I've loved you. How completely and hopelessly. How much losing you hurt every single time. So, are you sure you want to know and remember? Remember us? Okay, yes. Yes. Okay. This is going to feel strange. It's going to feel like it's going to feel kind of like dreaming while you're awake. And I need to be close to you. Is that okay? Okay. All right, now just close your eyes and Hold on to me. I promise I've got you. I've always got you. So, okay, here. Let me show you how we first met. You used to bring me flowers, even though you knew I'd tease you about it. How you would fall asleep reading, and I'd watch you dream. Let me show you how you asked me to marry you under the cherry blossoms, even though you knew our time was limited. Let me show you how perfectly and wonderfully, beautifully loved you have been, and still are, and always will be. Hey there, all you delicious, beautiful, wonderful cupcakes who are still here with me at the end of a story. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of your attention and your time and your likes and your comments. Your subscriptions are such a huge help. You guys have been wonderful to me. 3 years into this, I'm so grateful to have all of you. And I'm especially glad to have people who support me so that I can do this. My patrons, my newest patrons, the X-Slayer, Electric Piggy, which is a name Method Switch would absolutely approve of, the Gentleman Storyteller, Samuel Kim, and David209. You guys may have noticed that I've switched things up a little bit. I'm worrying less about animatics and animation, and focusing more on getting stories out. And hopefully I will be able to also work in the sound cues and the sound effects that I really enjoy doing, but it does slow down production. So in the interest of getting more content out faster, we are not going to let perfection be the enemy of progress. And hopefully this will work. And when I get back in the action, but get back in the swing of things, maybe I can get somebody to help me with the sound effects again. I appreciate you though. You're still here, and after a good few months of me not being here very much, I am thrilled. I am honored, and I am touched. So, thank you again. I hope you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. You take care. Bye.